Welcome to Beyond the Bounce, presented by ZTE. I am your host, Byron Bogar, and with me today, a very special guest, Texas Legends' new head coach, Bob MacKinnon. How you doing today, Coach?
Great, Byron. Great. It's great to be here.
Great to have you. Coach, let's get right into it with the viewers. Tell us a little bit about your history. I know you have a big coaching experience. Just tell us what got you to be this fifth Texas Legends coach in history.
Well, I grew up with the game. My dad was a college coach for 16 years and then coach and GM in the NBA for 23 years. So been around it my whole life. And I was fortunate enough that I coached in college for 25 years at places like Notre Dame and North Carolina and Marshall University, and you remember the movie We Are Marshall?
Oh yeah.
That was actually filmed when I was an assistant at Marshall. Really? Yeah. So Matthew McConaughey was around, and all that. It was pretty cool.
You didn't get a bit in there?
Nah, I didn't get a part. Although one of our players, who was a senior there, has a part in the movie. He's the tight end with the glasses.
Oh, really?
And he got a speaking part, and and he gets residuals and all that stuff. He's making money now. Yeah. So that was cool, and then. I've been in the D-League as a head coach for 5 years, and that's been great. I love the D-League, love the players. It's a thrill for me to work with the players here and try and get them better and get them on to their next thing. And that's where I get the most enjoyment out of being in the D-League.
Mm-hmm. Now, was there a year that you hit, did you always know you wanted to follow in your father's footsteps?
Always.
Was it a year that you had the aspirations of being in the NBA and you just like, hey, I just want to stick to coaching?
Well, here's kind of what happened. I always wanted to play, and be in the NBA and stuff. And in the 6th grade, I was in a car accident and got hit by a car and spent 3 months in the hospital in traction. And the doctors actually told my parents that I'd never walk again without a limp and stuff. And my dad was like, no, he'll play. And I ended up overcoming that and ended up playing in college. But I kind of knew at that point that the NBA was out of it and really started to focus on coaching. And to the point where when I was a high school senior, I coached our high school freshman team. And then when I was in college, I not only played but coached at the same time I was playing at the school I was at. So I've always loved it, and I've always tried to do things that would better me as a coach. For example, I went back and got my master's in education so that I could learn how to teach and coach to different learning styles. And I think that's helped me in coaching. So it's been a great process.
Awesome. Can you tell us, what's your favorite place that you visited in your coaching experience, Coach?
All over the world. I actually just got back. I just got back from doing a series of clinics in China for the NBA coaching clinics, and that was a blast. And I actually coached a year in China, so that was fun. One of my favorite places is a little country in Africa called Gabon, and I ran a camp there with a guy, Stefan Lassamy. And Stefan and I run camps there, and I love going there, and the people there, they're so genuine, and it's great to work with, and it's just fun. And then I've been going down with Tony Ronzoni with the Mavericks, and this past summer we did a series of clinics in Mexico and had a great time going all around the country of Mexico, and we're hopefully going to do that again this summer. And anywhere where there's a ball,
that
it's
orange
a good place
ball
to
take
be,
us
right?
some nice places. Without getting into X's and O's and full-fledged philosophy, don't want to give out too many secrets that we're going to have this upcoming season. Can you tell the viewers what kind of style of play that they can expect out of the Legends?
Well, we like to play fast. I think we're going to play much the way the Mavericks play because being their affiliate, we want to have that symmetry so that when the players go back and forth, all they have to be concerned with is playing hard and getting better. And so the terminology will be the same, the plays will be the same, and now we will try and play fast with a fast pace. My teams traditionally in the D-League have played, if not the fastest pace each year, they're in the top 3. So I think it's an entertaining style of play. I think our players like playing that style, and I think the fans will love it.
Awesome, Coach. I'm excited. Now you have an interesting tie to the Legends. Indirectly. You were the last coach of the Colorado 14ers. You brought home a championship to Colorado before the team was purchased and relocated here to Frisco. How do you think the game or the league has grown since those days at the Colorado 14ers?
Oh my God, it's grown. So just from expansion. and all the new teams that have come in, and the way the NBA has grabbed onto it now, and we have become the true minor league. And we're at 22 teams this year coming up. And I think if they had enough personnel in place, we'd be at 30 right now. It's just hard to staff all the different positions you need in the league to jump, that quickly to 30. From referees to just all the different people you need in different places. So the league is just growing and is doing a tremendous job of marketing it. And the NBA has really grabbed onto it. And 43% of the players who played in the NBA this past year have played in the D League. So it shows the commitment and the seriousness with which the D League is looked upon now by the NBA personnel.
What are some of the biggest hurdles or challenges you believe a D League player has to get over to take that next step and get into the NBA?
Well, there's obviously something. With each guy, and it's a personal thing, and there's something that each guy has to learn about themselves and either make it better and grow with it, or change it and correct it in order to make that next step. And the guys in our league, I think the better players in our league are on par with the guys in the NBA who are in the spots 11, 12, 13 and up, and I think that a lot of the times it comes down to opportunity, and they have to be ready when that opportunity comes to hit it. So one of the things that I'm big on with our players is going to be conditioning and making sure they're in shape so when they get an opportunity, they can hit it and hit it hard.
Now it's the summertime. What would you tell an individual that's right there, really close? He's got some offers coming out in Summer League. What would you tell that individual player going into this whole process between Summer League, training camp, and then either the
Again,
D League or...
Be ready. Stay sharp. Be ready to take advantage of these mini free agent camps that are going on now. Play hard. Go in and do what you do. And then when you go to Summer League, do what you do that makes you a good player. Sometimes guys get caught up in, what do they want me? What do they want? Don't worry about that. The teams know who you are, and they brought you in for a reason. So do what you do and do it well. And if you do that, most times you'll crack it. One of my first couple years in the league, my second year actually, I had a kid, Anthony Tolliver, and he was with me, and he got called up to the Golden State Warriors, and then he got sent back. Then he got another call up. And with Portland, he got sent back. Then he got called up to the Warriors again, and then he stuck. And he figured it out, and he stayed in his lane and became that stretch four that they thought he was. And now he's been in the league ever since.
Yep, never looked back.
And he's never looked back.
Never looked back.
And it's just a tremendous thing.
Now, before we take a quick break, if you weren't coaching, if you weren't a legendary coach, what would you be doing? It doesn't have to be a sport.
I'm the Legends coach. I'm not a legendary coach. I'm the Legends coach.
I've seen the future for you, Coach. I've seen the future.
My dad was legendary. I'm nowhere near that right now.
All right. With big experience, what would you be doing outside of coaching? Anything besides sports?
If I wasn't, I probably would be somehow involved with Special Olympics. Or working somehow with the disadvantaged and disabled. I've always had a big interest in that. Back in the days when I was at George Washington University as an assistant, I used to go down and work at a soup kitchen once a week and do that. And some kind of service industry, I think, would be my calling.
Okay, awesome. We have to take a quick commercial break. We will be back with rapid fire and small ball. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Beyond the Bounce, presented by ZTE. And it's time for some rapid fire. Coach, are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Man.
All right,
ready.
Here
Let's
we go.
Get it on.
Do you have any hidden talents?
None. No, actually, I'm great on the grill.
Okay.
I can really grill anything: turkeys, chicken. Ribs, I'm really good. I love really do ribs. Coach. Yeah,
I may have to do a cook-off one day,
I've
Coach.
been told my ribs are world famous.
I've been told the same thing, Coach.
Well, let's get it on.
All right, we will get it on.
Let's get the sauce out, baby.
All right, we can do that. Legends fans, you heard it here. Cook-off.
And we'll let them be the judge.
Hey, we can do that.
There you go.
What's the funniest prank you've ever played on someone?
A couple years ago, when I was coaching LA Defenders, we had a kid, Josh Majette, and he had missed a couple of foul shots late in the game. So the next day, we made sure that he had a big poster of Shaq in his locker.
Oh, man.
And the guys didn't let him live that down very much.
Now, the big fella, he gets a lot of flack, but he knocked those down when they counted. He knocked them down.
Yes, he did.
So we may have to rename that to something else.
And we made sure Majette knew about that, too.
Awesome. Worst roommate you've ever had?
I'm probably the worst roommate I've ever had.
Nice answer, Coach.
Too messy, all that stuff. Yeah, I don't sleep well. I roll around. So I'm probably the worst roommate.
Do you snore?
I do snore. I've been told I snore. Now, I don't believe it.
Yeah,
I've never heard it.
None of us do, Coach.
So yeah.
What's one thing you miss most of being a kid?
The freedom. Just the naivety, being able to just, everything's great, and none of the stresses that you have, and as an adult where you're worried about bills and you're worried about, this and, your future, and your kids and all that. Just being worry-free as a kid is a great thing.
Awesome. Now, if your house was on fire, we don't wish that on you for anything.
Okay.
What are 3 things you're saving?
My wife and my 2 younger sons who are with us now. My 2 older sons are out of the house. My oldest son is a 2nd lieutenant in the Army right now, and my other son's away at college. So my wife and my 2 sons, we'd get out of the house, so I'd get out with them.
Awesome. Coke or Pepsi?
Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi, okay.
And then Diet Coke.
Oh,
yes.
nice.
And I'll mix it up, but diet.
Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram?
Twitter.
All right. Is there a reason why?
I like the bird. I like just the thought of the bird. That's a little tweet.
So not on the gram yet?
Yeah, because no. Well, okay. I'm on it.
Okay.
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. But I don't know. Yeah, I grew up with the whole Tweety Bird thing, and so.
So it's catchy. It's catchy when you send it.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take you for that. Would you rather dive with sharks, bungee jump, or skydive?
Well, now that I'm with the Legends and being so close to the Mavericks, because of Mr. Cuban with Shark Tank, I'd have to say dive with sharks.
Awesome. Do you have any business ventures that you're thinking of after coaching?
No. My business acumen is 0.
If you could switch places with one person, past or present, who would that be for one day?
For one day, one person. It'd probably be one of the disciples to spend some time with Jesus Christ.
Awesome.
And see what that would be like for a day.
Awesome. I would love to see what you took back from that, Coach.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Legends fans, it's time for small ball. Coach, here's the rules. They're going to put 24 seconds here on the clock. All-time record is 5. All right. You were warming up during the break.
All right.
Now, we need to show these future legends that are coming with us that our coach can knock it down in the clutch. So.
Hey. Do as I say, not as I do.
Awesome players. Y'all hear that? All right, we're going to get 24 here on the clock, and then we will get started in 3, 2, 1. Oh, 1 for 1. There you go, Coach.
Now, I don't get timeout for having
No,
to get
you don't, Coach. You got to get that rebound.
1.
Clock runs. Air ball, but it's okay. We won't take a negative away.
Oh, another air ball.
Come on, we need the clutch.
Come on.
Oh, almost. Second one, 10
bad.
seconds. You got 2, okay.
Got 2.
You got 5 seconds, 4. Oh, don't fumble. 3,
turnover. 2,
1.
That count?
We'll have to check that. We'll have to review that one. And we'll count that one. We will count that one. Coach, you got 3. Thanks for joining us here on the Beyond the Bounce, Coach.
My pleasure, Mike. Thanks for having me. Great to be here and great to be with the Legends, and look forward to seeing everybody this season.
Well, it's great to have you, and thank you for watching this episode of Beyond the Bounce, presented by ZTE. Until next time, we'll see you later.